What can I say? Spiritual warfare really is off the charts. I am so sorry I haven't posted in a while. I have just been feeling attacked, and a lot of life has happened since I last posted. So I was at church this morning, and it seemed there was a message that had my name on it. So, a lot of times you're in church and it feels like they're talking directly to you. Well, that happened to me this morning. So, anyway, I was reminded of this nightmare that I had early November, like November 7th, early morning. And it made no sense, obviously, but in my dream, I was scared out of my mind. I was driving my husband's car, a black Trans Am, and I was going to work, but of course, everything was different. And the parking lot was different. And instead of parking in my usual spot, I opted to park in this questionable area. Sure enough, that was a mistake. Next thing I know, I'm looking at the car and it looks different. It looks like a panel is missing. And I realize I'm seeing two guys trashing it. I approach them and tell them to stop. This is my car. They can't trash it. And then they attack me and they start hurting me, and I am scared out of my mind. It feels like they're trying to kill me. Of course, in my dream, I try to get away. I try to run into the building. I try to find my phone. And stupidly, I forgot the number to 911. And by the time I finally figure things out and I try to call, my voice sounds weird and I can't talk. I'm talking slurred as if I was drunk. It's like nothing's working. Anyway, I'm begging the police to get here as fast as possible. These guys are trying to kill me. And I'm begging and begging, but it seems like to me they're not taking me seriously. So I just try to run down the hall. I try to find a way to hide from these guys, and I find what looks like a grocery cart. So I turn it upside down and crawl inside. So it's a grocery cart. It's filled with it's just a grid. You can see right through it. For some reason, in my broken head, I thought I was hiding. You know how a cat thinks it's hiding, but it's not. You can still see him. But just in my mind, I'm just scared. I start twitching and I'm just really falling apart. It didn't take long for me to realize that in my quest to protect myself from these jerks, I just created my own prison. This nightmare, it seemed to be just like a mishmash of all these things that have happened recently. And your mind does a lot of house cleaning while you dream. So a lot of things don't make sense, but it was probably you gave thought to for just a second. And so it goes into your dream. So I guess there was a lot of that going on, but that fear was real and I was terrified. But I also realized I was a prisoner to my own fear. Let's remember what the Bible says about fear. Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. So, are you ready to face the world? Are you ready to take what's out there? And are you ready to ask God for help with whatever goes on? Or would you rather just be safe in your own prison? Signing off. Talk to you again soon.